Thank you, Pumpkin.
Wow, 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 wow,
So on today's video, we're gonna make a really simple biscuit sandwich. I want to do bacon, but you could also use sausage or deli meat or whatever meat you would personally prefer. I guess I should look up here at the camera. Whatever meat you would personally prefer for your breakfast sandwich. For me, I prefer turkey bacon. And what do you prefer, Kay?
the chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets?
Yes.
So if you want chicken nugget breakfast sandwiches, you can do that too. Let's get started. Super simple breakfast for this morning. You could throw everything in the oven at the same time. That would help you with your time. We're going to use frozen biscuits. My favorite are these Mary B's butter taste. You can get them at Walmart. They also have another brand with, hold on, let me. You could also get these Grand's buttermilk biscuits. We have a couple of these left over. Also Walmart, Kroger, and any of the grocery stores that you have locally. But once again, my favorite are the Mary B's. Shout out to my grandpa who put us down with these. Also, you're going to need some meat of your choice. Once again, I prefer the turkey bacon, eggs, of course, for your sandwich, cheese. And I picked a couple of these. I don't have the package for it anymore. I'm going to have to make a video with the package. But just frozen Walmart hash browns. Nothing special about them, but out your freezer section. It allows for us to cook everything really fast. Also, I have a couple of seasonings as well for this video. So you're going to have salt and pepper, whatever kind of salt you like and pepper, and butter. And cooking spray. What do I do with my cooking spray? It's around here. Oh, there it is. And cooking spray. So, as you see the name brands I have on my things, I grab what's at the store. It's nothing fancy usually. Now, if Kroger made a frozen biscuit, I would probably use that. But whatever the brand is, does not matter. Let's get started by preheating our oven. So, per the instructions, say preheat the oven to 375 to 400 degrees for 20 minutes. So that's going to be your time frame. You could go ahead and get this started. Go get in the shower, brush your teeth, do what you need to do. By the time you got done, your whole breakfast is going to be finished. It said between 375 and 400. I went 385 just because I'm a bit of a jokester. Let's get these on the pan. Alright, so I just placed the biscuits flat side down. Let me see, it's a little rounded side. Place it flat side down on an unsprayed cooking dish. I'm also going to use this, which you should be able to buy at your local Dollar Tree. Shout out to Dollar Tree. Who don't love Dollar Tree or Dollar Store, Walmart, wherever. Got that sitting in just a regular pan. This is going to be what we're going to place our bacon on and our hash browns for cooking. So let me get those laid out for you. All right, you hear the kids doing homework in the background, but this is how we have it laid out. I just threw my hash browns. I had the 2 left. I'm actually going to split that up for my children. They don't need or eat that many potatoes at once, but if I let them, they probably would, but I'm not. The biscuits will suffice for them. We have the bacon. As you see, it's 5 slices of bacon with 5 biscuits. Now, on the sides of the biscuits, once they blow up, 1 piece of bacon is going to really be more than enough. It's going to be a lot of bacon on the biscuit. You could actually get away with a half a slice per biscuit, depending on how bacony you want it. Also, with the cheese, you're going to say, I'm going to cut the cheese. I'm going to slice the cheese in half, just for the presentation of the sandwich. You don't want this big floppy slice of cheese hanging over it. Well, maybe you do. You might want it hanging all over your biscuit. It's up to you. I'll show you how I do it. All right. So you see everything's going in the oven at the same time. I just put the bacon in there. We're going to slide the biscuits in there. Everybody in the pool together. And we're going to give it 20 minutes. I actually kicked it up to 400. Being the crowding in the oven, I want everything to heat up good. So it's not preheated to 400, it's preheated to 385. It'll heat up while it's cooking. I think that makes for a slightly slower cooking process as opposed to the 400 the entire time. It gives those biscuits a little bit more time to fluff up as my daughter comes in. Okay, So our eggs, bacon, and hash brown are coming along. They have a couple minutes left before they finish up. And while they do, I'm going to get started making the eggs. Excuse this pot for grease. I was going to deep fry those hash browns, but I decided to make it a little bit healthier for the video. Reaching over here, I'm going to grab my cooking spray. Give it a little shake and get light spray in the pan. And I like to set mine on a nice medium-low temperature, a little lower than medium-low. See, I see flame. I'm gonna add some butter to the pan. All right, put a little spray in there. I have my 3 eggs here, cracked, no shells, dads. I'm gonna throw my little pad of butter. Not much butter, you see, probably less than a teaspoon. I'm putting this butter is not so much for the non-stick part. The butter is more for the flavor for me. So let that melt. And I know my pan is raggedy. I don't need you judging me in my raggedy pan. Also add a little bit of milk to your eggs. So I do not season my eggs with salt and or pepper until it is cooked, allowing for you to actually taste the seasoning a little bit more on the top. I'll just throw a little bit of milk in there, not much. You don't want to over milk it. Okay, Pumpkin, what you need me to look at? All right, now I'm going to whip up my eggs, guys. And don't over whip them. You just want to lightly whip them. You see that? You still see a little of the yolk in there. I don't want it to be over mixed in. I just want it to be just pretty much folded together. As they call it, folding it together. My butter has started to melt in the pan. And guys, I'm going to make another video for you next. And it's going to be a little more complicated. It's going to be banana nut bread. Something that you can make at night. Cut a slice off and eat it the next day. That's next video. But anyway, back to this. My pan is nice and warm. Not too hot. Because you don't want your eggs to cook too fast. Especially how I'm going to prepare them. Making sandwich eggs. So the pretty much the foldable eggs that you get at McDonald's. They don't go all over the place. They're not your scrambled eggs that's falling all over the place. What we're going to do is not touch the eggs. That's the key. We're just going to leave it in this pan. Let it fluff up on one side. When it's ready to flip, we're going to actually just flip the egg as opposed to scrambling them up in the pan. It's going to allow for it to rise up a little bit and be a fluffy, foldable egg. We'll just give it a little time. You can go. You can wave. Your pocket's hanging out the back of your pants. Did you do your homework?
Yeah.
Do you have homework every day?
Yeah.
That's because you're going to be the smartest, right?
I don't want to be smart.
Oh, man. So you see it's bubbling up and it's going now. I just added a little pepper. Here's my little salt I'm adding to it. Not too salty. I prefer pepper. It's a really good flavor in just about everything. I don't really consider you to be able to over pepper something. But anyway, if you see it bubbling up, I want you to see how it's cooking. And this whole piece will be able to move now, sliding across your pan. More like a pancake thing. You see, if I can get that in the video. You see how I can just move the whole piece now? Just about ready to flip. So let me pause the video and flip it so you can see. My grip under my pan here. And I'm just going to give it a nice little flip over. Get this piece to unfold in there, and voila, still in one piece. It's not a gigantic flip, it's more of a scoop and small turn so you won't splatter the loose egg that's on the top, the uncooked egg. So I do have a little piece right here. I still need to flip over, let all the egg cook up. And as you see it right here, this is how you can cut it in slices to be folded over. And these eggs are done now, guys. Just that fast. I can put the eggs on my biscuits now in portions as opposed to making a big mess. I'll show you how we dress it up. All right. I had to pause it so I can pull everything out the oven. And now we have our breakfast ready that fast, 20 minutes. Hash browns are nice and crispy. You see that? I guess you couldn't see that, but yeah, they're nice and crispy. Hard to fold, they're hot. bacon is nice and crispy, and that's turkey bacon, guys. That's looking that darn good, nice and crispy, crunchy. And our biscuits, slightly browned on the bottom. You see, not burnt. Beautiful biscuits. I'm gonna slice these up and dress it for you next year. You can step back a little bit more. So I got a new. So I have my wife holding the camera for me, so I can actually dress it this time. And you can put whatever order you would like. I'm gonna go eggs first. You can see I'm gonna just fold the egg over there, and that's what I was talking about. When we cook them in pieces like that, we can just fold the egg nice and neat for our children to eat upon. 1 piece of bacon, and as I told you earlier in the video, 1 piece of bacon is more than enough for an entire sandwich. It covers the entirety of that sandwich. And cheese. So what I do is, for all of our sandwiches, grab a whole piece of cheese and I fold it in half. The cheese is fighting back. Okay. Whole piece of cheese here, fold it in half. And then I'm gonna fold that half in half. You could cut it, all as well. Place that on top. I'm gonna give them a little jelly as well. But that's how your sandwich is gonna look. Super simple. So shout out to anybody with little kids who know about PJ Masks. We gotta keep our PJ Masks colors. For my 2-year-old little girl, she gets a half biscuit. Little cute half biscuit. So this one I'm gonna just dress in reverse order. It's probably a better idea for that because you'll allow your egg to melt your cheese a little bit more. Let me get some more egg. There we go. Reaching over the misses here. Put my egg on. Fold it on the top. Don't go anywhere, egg. Stay where you belong. Bacon slice, broken half. Put a little jelly on there. Everybody's happy. Lastly, my little girl, I'm definitely gonna put a half a piece of bacon on hers. Small amount of cheese. Go back into my cheese that's already torn. She probably doesn't need anything but a 1/4 piece of cheese in that little bitty body. Egg piece. Gonna put jelly on them all. Make sure which kind of jellies they want, either apple or grape. Lastly, this 3-piece hash brown that they'll have. You guys hear how crunchy the hash brown got. Now all of it was in the oven at for the same time, same temperature, 20 minutes. Gave my boy a little bit bigger piece and my girl a smaller one. And that's it. Cooking for the family is simple. I'm going to dress a couple more for me and my wife. Let us eat. And I hope this was really helpful. Less than 20 minutes. You guys can have a full breakfast to go if it's throughout the week. All right, guys. See you on the next one. It doesn't look... Oh, you going to pray? All right. Praise the Lord, guys. You guys happy you got sandwiches? I hope they're yummy.